Hey guys, quick question. Do you want leaner legs? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, continue to watch this video. If not, hey, that's cool. You can still watch the video, but I don't mind if you don't. But hey, if you want leaner legs, you'll want to listen to what I'm going to say in this video. Now, someone in my VIP group asked the question the other day. They'd lost some weight, doing really well, but all of the weight had come off their upper body. They're struggling to lose that unwanted weight on their lower body, on their legs, on their bums, on their thighs. Now, this is really common, certainly in females, but in guys too. Now, just picture this: you're going out, going to put your favourite clothes on, favourite dress, you feel good, look good, but actually down below you're not feeling too confident. Jokingly aside, maybe you think that your bum looks big in your favourite dress, or you're unhappy showing off a bit of flesh on your legs because they're not as lean as you'd like them to be. Or maybe you just can't fit into those slim fitting jeans anymore. You don't feel comfortable. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. We can lose weight around our legs. Some people struggle more than others, but there's normally a few simple reasons as to why that is. So, in this video, I'm just going to give you some really simple tips that you could, start doing today to help that. Now, this isn't a simple case of just do X and then you get Y. Obviously, this works best if we are looking at each individual case. We're all different, we all respond differently to different ways, different methods. But if you just applied one thing from this video today, you're going to be on your way to achieving a bit more success within this area. So number one is quite simply, where are you with your nutrition at the moment? If you're not in a fairly decent position with your nutrition, you're not actually eating healthy, or you are eating healthy but you're not consistent, then you need to just concentrate on that. You shouldn't really be going any further. Otherwise you're going to be a little bit disappointed, because you're going to put the effort in and you're not going to get the result that you kind of deserve. Now, that method might have been perfect for you, but you don't have the basic foundations in place first. So if you're not eating 3 meals a day, you're not eating healthy, you're not getting the protein in there, you're not getting the vegetables, the healthy fats, you're not drinking water, you're not doing it consistently, I highly recommend you start doing that. Now, most of us know how to eat healthier, but a lot of us struggle to do it. So if you do struggle with that, or you've slipped and you need some help with that, this is part of the 28-day immersion program. Really simple format to help you get back on track. So if you need a little bit of help with that to start with, ask me, reach out. I will tell you how you can access that. And that's ultimately foundation level. All the other cool stuff is a lot easier to apply and get the results from once you've got the basic foundations in place. Now, one thing I will say is, are you eating green leafy vegetables? Because if you're not, you're missing a trick. Now, a lot of people really struggle to eat the greener veg. Maybe they don't like it. But without this, and you do struggle with body fat, unwanted fat around your bum, your thighs, your lower region, this is somewhere where you probably should start. try to add green vegetables twice a day and do it consistently. This is proven to help with, you know, body fat issues, estrogen issues, you know, around your legs. And that's ultimately what's going on here. If you do struggle in the lower body region, there's a good chance, it's not the only thing, but a really good chance you have high estrogen levels. Again, this is why it's really common in females. Females naturally have high estrogen levels. But if they're excessive, that's when you're going to start storing body fat around your legs. And for guys, this is where they store body fat around their pecs. Man boobs, okay? Let's just say it as it is. So guys, you're not out of the woods. If you struggle to, you know, burn body fat in your upper body and certainly, you know, your pecs, you too have excessive estrogen levels. So keep listening. So eat more green veg. Also, how much water are you drinking? A lot of people do not drink nowhere near enough water. It's the number one thing that I get people to focus on. If someone comes to me as a client, whether that's online or a personal training client, I make sure they start drinking more water. Now forget about being dehydrated and having more energy at this stage. If you don't drink enough water, you're not able to get rid of all of the crap, all of the toxins in the body. And estrogen is a toxin, so let's get rid of it. Water is like your transport system, so drink more water. Green tea. A lot of people don't know this, but drinking green tea is really good for leaning out legs. Again, it helps to get rid of excessive estrogen levels through the polyphenols. Now, a lot of people don't like drinking green tea, or they believe that they don't like drinking green tea. Normally because they prefer something sweeter, maybe they've got a sweet tooth. Now, green tea isn't the only way that you can do it, it's just a way. So, if you don't mind the odd cup of green tea, just drink 2 or 3 cups more. Okay, don't expect magic results by just drinking more green tea. It's just a part of the jigsaw. If you're doing all of the other things, green tea's kind of like adding the cherry on the cake. So I'm just giving you some basic tips. And then flaxseed. Now, not flaxseed oil, but flaxseed. So like ground flaxseed. Again, there's something in there that really helps reduce estrogen levels. Lignans, what they do is they attach to estrogens, and then that's kind of like the transport system to you getting rid of it in the loo. So flaxseed, you can sprinkle that on foods, in yogurt. I know some people sprinkle it on their oats. You can even sprinkle it on veg, just a small amount. You probably won't even know that it's there. You can even just knock it straight back with some plain old water if you're hardcore. So, flaxseed. Not flaxseed oil, flaxseed, the ground flaxseed, which is also linseed. Okay, and then we can go a little bit deeper. We're now going into more health formation territory, where we talk about the liver. How can we cleanse the liver? Okay, in terms of estrogen and toxins, toxins have to go through the liver. So if your liver doesn't work as well as it could, you're already going to struggle to actually get rid of these toxins. So drinking more water isn't always just going to be the answer. Is your liver already doing too much work? I'm not just talking about alcohol here, but things like coffee, stress. If you're highly stressed, your liver is over overworked already. So how can we ease the liver and give it a little bit of a cleanse? Again, really quite simple, but this is stuff more in my health formation program. So they're things that we can start doing, certainly in terms of nutrition. But how can we go a little bit deeper than that? Now, if you're female, there may be a possibility that you're on the pill, you're taking contraceptive, which is fine. My job is just to bring some awareness with some new information that if you are, be aware that what you're doing is you're actually chucking in a load more estrogen on top of the estrogen that you are actually trying to get rid of. Now, I'm not here to say what you should do. I'm just here to create this awareness, and you have to make the decision. There's a thing such as health terrorism. Too many people going around telling people what they should do. This is the only way you do X, otherwise you'll never get Y. That's not how people respond. People respond by being able to have freedom of choice. If it was raining outside, I'd tell you it was raining and there's a good chance you might get wet. I wouldn't say that you had to go outside with an umbrella. But if I told you that it is raining, the umbrella's by the door, feel free to take it if you want, there's probably a good chance you're going to do that because you've decided to do it. You've made that choice because you don't want to get wet. This is the same with people giving out advice. I'm just making people aware. You just have to then go and make the decision yourself. Which then leads me on to cosmetics. Again, big one for females, some guys too, but certainly women. Makeups, even shower gels and shampoos, all contain chemicals and toxins that all add to that estrogen level that we want to actually reduce. Now, I ain't going to go deep on this. It's not to worry about, because if you're not doing all of the other stuff, I wouldn't worry too much yet. But if you want to take things further, you can start to look at the cosmetics that you use. But as I said at the beginning, if you don't have a good strong foundation, all of this other stuff isn't going to work. So don't waste your time. Spend and invest your energy on getting good, solid nutrition. Nutrition that you find simple and, more importantly, enjoyable. Because simple and fun equals transformation. If you can't sustain it, you won't retain it. Don't start doing something today, tomorrow that you can't do this time next year. That's why people who go on diets don't get anywhere. They restrict themselves. They force themselves to do things they don't want to do. There is an end goal, an end date. In 6 weeks' time, I'm going to end this diet and go back to how I was living. So they put on the weight. So just pick one of these things and apply that. Don't try and do all of it, because you won't sustain it, because you haven't created this habit, you haven't created this skill. Just as I discussed about the 4 levels of learning in the 28-day immersion program, how we create habits and learn skills has this certain process that you need to go through. So there you go. Get your nutrition right, drink more water, think about green tea, flaxseed oil, liver cleanse, potentially look at your cosmetics. So hope you've got something from that. And again, if you are struggling at the moment with your nutrition, if you're struggling to do what it is that you already know, eat healthier, eat more regularly, be consistent, get more water in, and maybe you should have a little go at the 28-day immersion program. Lots and lots of structure to help people like you apply what you already know. Got any questions on that, pop them below. If not, I'll be back soon with another video. Take care.